Good. Where y'all visiting from?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. All right. You enjoying Texas?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. We've got a few different things right here. We got here two different types of weapons, although they look very much the same. You know what this is? It's not a rifle.
Musket.
Nope. It's not a musket. It's called a fowler. How about this right here?
What with the musket again?
That's a rifle. Don't look very different, do they? Now, here's the difference. It's all in the barrel. Now, this is a kind of a musket in a way, in the sense that it is a smoothbore weapon. However, it will take buckshot, or it will take a 50 caliber ball. Okay? So it does not have rifling down the barrel, which means there are no grooves cut into that barrel that twist, causing the ball to spin as it comes out of the barrel. Okay? That's what makes this a fowling piece. It means you could use this to either hunt with, you hunt deer with it, whatever. You could also use this with buckshot and go hunt birds, ducks, geese, and whatnot. So that's why it gets the name fowler. Yes?
What are these wooden?
Let me show you. The wooden things right there, those are our rammers. So the way that you would load this thing, these are all black powder, muzzle loading, flintlock weapons, okay? Like I said, mine's a fowler, this one's a rifle. They're loaded in the same way. What you would do is you would have your powder horn and powder measure. Powder horn you'd fill with gunpowder. You'd take that powder, measure it out, pour it down the barrel. Now from here I'd take a greased patch. I might just take a piece of linen cloth and stick it in my mouth, okay? That is what's called a spit shot, okay? Your saliva will lube it up, spit it out, pop it on top of the gun barrel, and then I would, for this case, let's say I take a round ball, put it on top of that, and start to push it down the barrel. This comes out, that's the rammer, and I force that down the barrel. Everything gets pushed down to the breech, okay, which is this area right here. Once that's compacted down there, pull this out, okay, return the rammer, and then my next step is to prime the weapon. I'm not even done yet. I open this pan up here. See the pan? Put a little gunpowder in there. Close that up. Okay, that's where we use our black powder. Now everything was loaded from the top, which is the muzzle. Okay, so it's a muzzle loading, black powder, fowler. It's also a flintlock, which means I use flint and steel together. When those two come together, what do they make? A spark. Exactly. Watch for the spark. Did y'all see it? Kind of. Let me see here. Pull the Bowie knife out here real quick. Now what I'm doing right here, breaking this stone, this is called napping. Not the kind of napping I'd like to be doing right now. But it basically means I'm breaking the stone and sharpening it up. Flint is a volcanic rock, and the more you break it, the sharper it becomes. In fact, honed flint is about 40 times sharper than surgical steel. First thing I do is close that back up. Cock that back. Now watch for the spark this time. You see it that time? Yeah, see how that sharpens things right up? Now that spark would light the powder in the pan, burn through this little touch hole, and it would fire the gun. Yeah, because all that gunpowder that's packed in really tight, when the flame hits it, bang, it explodes. And the only way to go is out the end of the barrel. And that's how it shoots the bullet.
So they do that every time before they shoot?
Every single time. It takes probably about 40 seconds to load a gun like this from the horn. Muskets, you use a cartridge, which is a pre-measured paper cartridge with gunpowder and everything. It's what they'll be using when they do the firing demonstration here at 1. And that takes about 20 seconds to load each shot. Okay? And that's about as fast as it got. Anything beyond that, they just didn't exist at that point. You do have the patent that is taken out for Colt's revolving pistol. It's called the Patterson. It was a 5-shot revolving pistol, the very first one. It was taken out on March 2nd, 1836. That was just a couple days before the battle here at the Alamo. They were under siege at the time. And how much could they have used some Colt pistols at that particular point? What are the questions we all have? Yes?
How do you make all this stuff?
How do we make all this stuff? It depends. A lot of it has to be sewn by hand by different people. Guns like these, you can either order at a store, you can have a gunsmith make it, okay? Gunsmiths started making rifles in 1680, okay? It was very special, very particular hunting rifles, and they were making those from that point on. It usually cost you about $30 for a brand new rifle, okay? Or if you wanted a shotgun, you pay $16 for a brand new one. If you wanted a brand new musket, that was $12. You could also also buy them used. A used musket, that was about $3. And so you would probably go for your least expensive option because at the time, in the 1830s here in Texas, land only cost about 12 cents an acre. Okay, about 12 and a half cents is really what it ended up being. And so if you have the option to buy more land or buy a better gun, get them on a little bit more land. Because if you're a farmer or a rancher, that's what's going to make you money, not your gun.
How much would a Bowie knife cost?
Bowie knife, not too much. I would say, depending on the knife, I would say anywhere from $1 to $1.25 to $2, maybe $3. If you got a really nice one, like the big one that Jim would wear, that might run you a little bit more, maybe $4 or $5, I'd say. Mine is a real basic one, okay? Steel wrapped in buffalo hide. But that is the typical look of the Bowie knife, okay? You have the clip point right here, blade that runs along here. Now mine's great for any kind of work that I need to do. I'll let you just imagine what that stains are coming from. But this is great for chopping wood, anything else you need to do. But as soon as people started seeing, after that sandbar fight, when people started seeing that Bowie knife and hearing about it and how big it was, and how impressive it was, everybody wanted one. In fact, right after the Battle of the Alamo, when people heard Jim Bowie had died, a company out in England, the Sheffield Bladesmith Company, they started making Sheffield Bowies by the hundreds and shipping them out because everybody wanted them. And a lot of those knives from that period are Sheffield Bowies. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the Bowie knife and why it became so famous and why it's still so famous, up around the corner here we have a brand new exhibit all about Jim and his knife. I highly recommend it. Yes?
What are these things?
Those little things, this is a cleaning solution, and so that's a lube or oil solution to make sure your gun stays in good shape.
And it's a gun.
Exactly.
What about that?
This here?
No.
This here? That? Oh, okay. That is a powder measure, okay? So you've seen on videos and things where people take their powder horn, they just pour it all down there. That's not how you do it. You got to measure it out first. You want to make sure you have the exact right amount of powder for every shot. And so you have a powder measure like this. You can take that, you got to fill that up with black powder, okay? And once you fill that up, then you're going to pour that down the barrel, all right? Now for me, I've got the tip of a deer antler that I've carved out. See that? I've carved it out to the point where I have enough gunpowder for a hunting load, which for me is about 70 grains of powder. Fill that up with my powder horn, and then that will go down the barrel. Pretty cool, huh?
Where do you shoot at 1 o'clock?
What's that?
Where do you shoot at 1 o'clock?
Right here.
Here?
Yes. Yep. So please come on out for it. Love to see it. All right.
This is for carrying those.
That is for carrying those. Exactly. All right. Well, have a good day, guys. Thank you all for coming out. I think we're just about to that point where we're going to be ready for our next firing demonstration. So best place to go is over along that side of the sidewalk. You can see him pointing out that direction. Thank you again. Have a wonderful time at the Alamo.